Hello, my name is Harry Paden. I am the host of Paden's Pulpit. Today is season 1, episode 33, Indigenous People Day. Indigenous People Day. Today, many across especially the United States, and I'm sure maybe even Italy, celebrate a national holiday in honor of Spanish explorer Christopher Columbus. Did you know that today is also designated Indigenous Peoples Day? Native Americans do not celebrate today as Christopher Columbus Day. Understandable. They instead celebrate today as Indigenous People Day. Indigenous People Day is a holiday that celebrates and honors Native American peoples and commemorates their history and cultures. It is celebrated across the United States on the second Monday in October and is an official city and state holiday in many locations. Sometimes it becomes a challenge for me because I have acquired so much knowledge during my lifetime. I make an active effort to acquire knowledge. I love knowledge. But then I feel it's my duty to share this knowledge with others. So I've done a lot of writing. I've written for newspapers. I now am an author of 5 books. One of the main reasons I enjoy writing is because it gives me the opportunity to release this information. You know, once it gets stored in your head, it kind of stays there. But it gives me the opportunity to release it from this big head and put it on paper, and it kind of like, it gives me that opportunity, and I'm able to share it with others, those who desire. Sometimes people, I'm like, you talk too much, all that kind of stuff. Hey, I am who I am. Most of you, learned in school that Christopher Columbus discovered America. I also learned in English class that to discover is to find something which is lost. So to justify the stealing of land and the abuse of Native Americans, certain facts were changed in American history. We were taught that only a few tribes of Indians lived in America when Columbus arrived. They were called Indians because Columbus thought he was in India. So, naming these indigenous people Indians was erroneous and insulting. I was born in Harlem. Harlem's where I was born. You can't tell me that I was born in Spain because you come up. Okay, I'm a factual person. Here are some facts. When Christopher Columbus arrived here in the good old United States of America in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, okay? When he arrived here in 1492, 10 million people were already inhabitants of this land. These inhabitants had already established societies which were rich, diverse, and sophisticated. Before Columbus arrived, they had already cultivated, the Native Americans, had already cultivated plants for foods, dyes, medicines, and textiles. These inhabitants, Native Americans, had already established and reshaped the Earth's natural environment to meet their needs. There were already, when Christopher Columbus arrived, 2,000 distinct languages spoken among the inhabitants. These inhabitants, contrary to what we were taught, were not primitives. They lived in organized societies with political structures, moral codes, and religious beliefs. They lived in communal societies and worked collectively. When Christopher Columbus arrived, in spite of the facts listed above, he very pretentiously claimed this land and its people as now being the property of Spain. These indigenous people, who we now correctly call Native Americans, they welcomed these Europeans who they found interesting with their very fair skin. Little did they know at the time that these people were greedy, cruel, very materialistic. Not only that, these Europeans brought with them diseases that the Native Americans had never experienced in their pristine, environmentally friendly land. Diseases, Europeans, they used the food they discovered here to transform the diet back in Europe and Asia. Native American gold, yes, gold in them their hills, and other precious metal, medicine, art, and agriculture and ecology were also taken back and utilized. Hey, these people got some good stuff over here. Hell, let me bring it to Spain. Okay, that's good. You know, sometimes it's a barter system. You can trade things. So what did the Native Americans get for their contributions to Europe and Asia and places such as that? They got smallpox. They got typhus fever. They got cholera. They got measles, mumps, diphtheria, whooping cough, etc. These diseases and avaricious, which simply means greedy. I got words here. The avaricious nature of these conquering visitors systematically decimated, lessened, made less this once rich, environmentally friendly land. Prior to Christopher Columbus and the colonists' arrival, it was said that the waters were so full of fish, the Europeans had trouble sailing their boats through the water. Because there were so many fish, you crushing fish. Don't get me wrong. We Americans owe our very existence to Christopher Columbus and people like him. But let's stop incorrectly stating the facts. What we, really they, but I'm an American, what we did to the Native Americans was wrong. It was wrong then, and it's still wrong today. Maybe the Native Americans should have built a wall back in 1492 to keep those immigrants from coming over here illegally. Maybe they should have built a wall. It's no wonder we were not taught the true history in class, similar to that of blacks and other immigrants. But wait, there's more. We were also taught about Thanksgiving and how the Europeans and Native Americans gathered together in peace and harmony. There's a lot more to that story than we were taught. You have to get on another venue. I don't want to do that now. But my Native American friends, yes, I have Native American friends, informed me that today's current, people that are Native Americans today do not celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate Christopher Columbus Day either. Why? Here's why. Fact. The Europeans and others stole Native American land through meaningless treaties and promises. They lied. For this land, we'll give you this and we'll give you that and we'll do this and do that. But they lied. They were liars. They were thieves. I'm sorry. Correct me where I'm... Native Americans instead celebrate Indigenous People Day. For more Native American history, check out my book, book. Now you tell me, history/facts not taught in most schools. Did you know that the United States Constitution is based on the Constitution of the Iroquois people? Check it out. You think I'm lying? You think I don't know what I'm talking about? It's also in my book. I hope that I've given you insight. Glad I didn't know this then, because I'd have got an F in those classes, because the teacher would have said, you're lying. Those savages. The truth shall set you free. Today is Indigenous People Day. If you didn't know, hopefully now you know. Get the information. It's out there now. It's a new day, a lot more information. It's no longer hidden. It may still not be in the schools. That's why my book is called History/Facts Not Taught in Most Schools. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If more than 50% of the schools are teaching correct history, I'll stop broadcasting my podcast. Challenge. I love the challenge. I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong. I heard that from Donald. Donald somebody. I'm sorry. Let me stop. I don't mean to do this, but I'm just very, very, incensed sometimes. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. God bless our Native American people. They have a storied history. If you don't know their history, if you don't know about them and the intelligent people that they were in 1492 and prior, they were not savages. They did not, well, they might have cut off some scalps. You take my land, I'm going to cut your scalp off and your beard. Oh, sorry. I'm a nut. God bless you. To God be the glory. Happy Indigenous People